Recording in progress.
Congregation outnumbers us. They outnumber us. Congregation outnumbers us. Praise the Lord. The congregation outnumbers us. Outnumbers us. Congregation outnumbers us. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. I can see when it's cold outside. I've got the month of May.
What can make me feel this way?
My God, Spirit, Spirit,
Talking of my God.
welcome everybody to the pavilion. Welcome you wholeheartedly today.
Namaste, friends. Let's stand to sing our first song.
Oh, God is so good. I woke up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I woke up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I want to hear you guys. I woke up this morning singing. God is so good. Sing the first part with me. I woke up this morning singing. God is so good. I woke up this morning singing. God is so good. I woke up this morning singing.
God is so good. I woke up this morning singing. God is so good. My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. My God is so good to me.
In my times of trouble,
In my time of trouble, I say, God is so good. In my time of trouble, I say, God is so good. In my time of trouble, I say, God is so good. Lordy God is so good to me.
time to triumph.
In my times of triumph, I say, God is so good. In my times of triumph, I say, God is so good. In my times of triumph, I say, God is so good. My God is so good to me. When my day is over, I say, God is so good. Oh Lordy, when my day is over, I say, God is so good. When my day is over, I say, God is so good. My God is so good to me.
Every day
In
and
every way, God is so good. Every day, in every way, God is so good. Every day, in every way, God is so good. My God is so good to me. God is so good, Lordy. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good.
oh,
God is so good.
oh Lordy.
God is so good. God is so good. God is so good.
My God is
So good to me.
I think I'm waking up. It's time for a celebration. Hey, you guys, let's celebrate! Woo! Celebration!
Singing in celebration is a vocal celebration using imagination is a mental celebration. Celebrate family, really celebrate life, celebrate love. Everywhere, in every way, in life is called celebration. So celebrate, celebration. Every new sensation is a physical celebration. Peaceful meditation is a silent celebration. Celebrate unity, you and me. Celebrate life, celebrate love, every day, in every way. Being alive is a cause for celebration, so celebrate, celebration.
Every
Situation is a chance for celebration, even aggravation is a teaching celebration. Celebrate miracles, obstacles, celebrate life, celebrate love, every day, in every way. Being alive is a cause for celebration, so celebrate, celebration. Life's a celebration, so celebrate. Life's a celebration, so celebrate. Life's a celebration, so celebrate.
All right. Yeah, come on, let's give them some love. That was a lot of beautiful energy they're giving out. Yeah. Yeah, that's Jimmy and the What Else Is Possible band. We love them. All right, so while you're on your feet, let's turn to one another and offer the Namaste greeting. Namaste, namaste. Namaste to our tech team. Namaste to our greeters. Namaste to our musicians. Namaste to all our new people. Namaste, welcome. Thank you for coming. All right. So while you are settling in your seats, please take a moment also to silence your cell phones or watches or any other fun little ringing devices you might have. All right, so good morning. So I'm Gina DiGirolamo, and I'm one of the spiritual practitioners here at Awakening Ways. I use she, her gender pronouns, and the land that which we are meeting on is the unceded territory of the Chumash and the Salinan people. So, welcome to Awakening Ways, Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. So, welcome home. We've been waiting for you. Yeah. We do have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. I lovingly accept all parts of myself. I flow with ease into my highest good. And so it is. So I'm going to invite our practitioner for today, BJ DiGirolamo, to come on up. And while she's making her way up, I just want to let you know that we are a community that believes in the power of prayer. And so there's several ways that you can receive this power from us. One of them is BJ will be out in the lobby after service, and she will be there available for you to come to with whatever's on your heart, whether it's something you're grateful for, something you're looking for healing or manifesting even, and she will do a quick probably 3-minute miracle with you. And so you'll just get right to the point on what your heart is desiring, and you guys will go right into it. And another way is to fill out the prayer request form, which is the salmon sheet in your program, and there is a prayer table over here. And that's another way you can put in, something else that maybe you don't feel want to talk about right now, but also that will be prayed on for the entire week over with our prayer team of ministers and practitioners. If something comes up during the week, or if you're on Zoom or one of the live streams right now, you can send a prayer request into info@Awakening Ways, and the prayer team will also get that. And then, of course, if you ever want to go deeper and really start to work with a spiritual practitioner, we do one-on-one sessions. That's where we get together for an hour or so, and that's a professional session. All the practitioners are available for that, and you can contact any one of us. All of our names and our phone numbers are in your program, so you can call us at any time. So I think that's it, right? And so with that, I'm going to let BJ open us up.
Thank you, Gina. All right, so this morning's reading is going to be from the 365 Science of Mind. The divine presence, being everywhere and filling all space, must be in me. It must be that which I really am. I recognize it is within me, and it is that which I am. I let this recognition of my indwelling divinity flow through my entire consciousness. I let it reach down into the very depths of my being. I rejoice in my divinity. I am now made vigorous and hardy. I have the stamina of the infinite. I am sturdy and robust. I am fortified with God's perfection and right action. I am hale and able-bodied. All the life of the universe is my life. All the strength of the universe is my strength. All the power of the universe is my power. Every breath I draw fills me with perfection, vitalizes, energizes, and renews every cell of my body. I am born in spirit and of spirit, and I am made manifest this instant. And so let's just turn within to that place where I know that there is only one God, one life, one spirit, one love. Whatever we choose to call it, there is only one. And I know that I am absolutely united with this source because I can never be separate from that of which I am. I know that this divine spirit is indwelling in, as, and through me, just as it is in, as, and through all living things. And I can never be separate from that source. It is around me always. And so I know for this service today, I know that there is divinity, and we are blessed by having Susan as our speaker today. I know that that Spirit has given her the divine downloads for us. I know that whatever Susan has to say to us today is met with loving kindness and open-mindedness, and gives us an opportunity to just tweak our thinking a little bit to remind us of who we are and whose we are. And I just know that for Jimmy and the What Else Is Possible band today, I know that the divine is flowing through them, through each and every singer's voice, through the musicians strumming their guitars, or Jimmy on the keyboards, or Jesse drumming, or Ron drumming. It's all the divine operating through them, and we are so blessed. And so I give great gratitude for this day. I give great gratitude for the brilliant sunshine and this view on the lake behind us. I give gratitude for everything that is occurring in this service and for what we do afterwards, whether we are in community with our fathers that we are blessing today on this Father's Day, or whether we're just hanging out with friends afterwards. We do it in love and light and blessing. And so I can just release my word now into that law of mind where I know it's done, and we claim it together by saying, and so it is.
Jimmy's piano. Thank you.
Two, a 1, 2. People let
Let your light shine. Come on now, let it shine. Yeah, let it shine all night and day. People, let your light shine. Oh, now let it shine. Come on, let it shine on. if we don't let it shine on all night and day. The world we know is dark with fear, people scared to let you near. They need you to shine on and on, all night and day. So come on, let your light shine. Come on now, let it shine. Yeah, let it shine on, all night and day. People, let your light shine. Oh, now let it shine. Come on, let it shine on, all night and day. Come on, be a sunrise. Let your light fill your eyes. Yeah, let it shine on, all night and day. Moving like a river flow.
River
We
flow.
can make the feeling grow. If only you shine on all day.
Join us.
So people, let your light shine. Come on now, let it shine. Yeah, let it shine on, all night and day. People, let your light shine. Oh, now let it shine. Come on, let it shine on, all night and day. One more time. People, let your light shine. Come on now, let it shine. Yeah, let it shine on, all night and day. People, let your light shine. Oh, now let it shine. Come on, let it shine on, all night and day.
All right. Yeah. That was awesome, you guys. Yeah, beautiful. Look at all the beautiful people that are showing up. I'm seeing a lot of old friends. It's so nice to see you guys here and new friends that are walking in. It's beautiful. So, in case you're wondering, Reverend Elizabeth and Travis are on a little vacation visiting their granddaughter for their second birthday. And speaking of birthdays, I think there's a lot of birthdays in the room happening this week. I think a guy named Jimmy, I think somebody named Susan, Jim Peterson. So let's just quick happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear beloveds. Happy birthday to you. All right. Oh, the same exactly. The trifecta is tomorrow. Okay. Speaking of Susan, so it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Susan Jones, who is, we're this close to saying Reverend Susan Jones. So let's congratulate her for a wonderful journey, and I know she has a wonderful talk for us today. So thank you, Susan.
Thank you. Good morning, beloveds. Let me just move this guy here. I'm so happy to be here. I love to do this. So The Seed of Awakening for this month is lit, and today's talk title is Dream Greater, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit. We're studying this book of the month right here, Spirit Hacking by Shaman Durek, and I got a lot to say about that. I'm lit up about this book. But first, I want to talk about Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. This is to all the fathers. This is to all the people who have fathers. And to everyone who's ever played the role of father in someone else's life, which is basically everyone, right? So Father's Day can be kind of complicated. I think that if Mother's Day is a little triggering, maybe Father's Day might be even more so. In my childhood, there were models for what the perfect father and the perfect family should be like. The Dick and Jane books I read, the TV show Father Knows Best, or Leave It to Beaver. And some of us did have the perfect dad, and that deserves celebration today. But I can tell you that my dad was complex. He did not fit the ideal that was presented to me through the media of what a perfect father should be. And it caused me to think that maybe there was something wrong with our family. My feelings for my dad are conflicted because on the one hand, he loved me unconditionally, and that is for sure. But on the other hand, up until I was about 14 years old, and he found Alcoholics Anonymous, he was a raging alcoholic, a con man, and extremely unreliable. And so I bet that for every person that wishes their father had been different, there's a father out there that wishes that he had been different, right? So many expectations, so many rules, and so many ways to fail. Kids try so hard to please their fathers, and some never will. The whole idea of pleasing the Father comes from ideas in the Bible. We are told that God, the Father, needs to be pleased and worshiped. And if you don't, get ready to be afflicted with all manner of pain and suffering. And many of our mortal fathers adopted that same idea. Please me or else, my way or the highway, right? Well, we are all born with everything that we would ever need, masculine and feminine energy. And then the matrix, as Shaman Durek calls it, which would be collective consciousness, it's those they out there that tell us stuff, that starts telling us who we are and what we should do and what we're capable of. Because there's only one thing, God, spirit, or whatever you call it, that thing possesses both feminine and masculine qualities. We are made by and of that, so we contain those qualities too. Within each and every one of us live all the magnificent qualities of God, equally, fully, without regard to gender or race. Now, while we can accept that this is the truth, collective consciousness and the beliefs handed down within our families and in our communities definitely push an agenda of how women are supposed to be and how men are supposed to be. But God created you for a purpose, and it might not jive with what society tells you about you. There's a place within us that knows the truth and sends us out to find it for ourselves. Just like water seeks balance and level, our spirit within us is always seeking that same balance of masculine and feminine for us to be and feel at ease. We search for what makes us feel complete, the female and the male attributes of the divine. The divine masculine embodies strength, protection, integrity, rationality, leadership, action and assertiveness, balance and harmony. These qualities represent the highest expression of masculinity, not limited to gender, but encompassing the energy and the characteristics associated with it. For most of us, there are a host of people who provide the qualities of the Divine Father to us. They could be men or women. In fact, there are many families where the role of mom and dad was held by one person. So let's take a moment and honor them by speaking their names into the room. And so just take a moment and you can speak them softly and quietly. Just speak the names of all the people that provided you with fathering. All right, I'll start with Buzz, Charles, Cashel. Yeah, Frank. All those people that provided that for us. And now, if you feel comfortable, just close your eyes and repeat after me. I love you, Father. I accept you, Father. Thank you, Father. I am whole, perfect, and complete. I accept myself exactly as I am. All of my needs are met. I am one with my source. All right. You can open your eyes now. Now, are we ready to dream greater? Yes. This is also the title of one of the chapters in our book of the month, Spirit Hacking. And this chapter is about dreaming greater dreams for our individual lives, but it's also about dreaming greater for our world. Being lit means dreaming beyond limitation, as spirit hacking urges us to live giant. This book has lit me up about that possibility. If I had to distill this book into one sentence, it would be, the only way that we are going to heal this planet and its inhabitants is by shining the light of love on every dark place. And I totally believe that this is true. So Gina mentioned that I'm this close to becoming a minister. And so one of the things I've been doing, we had some practice oral panels, because on June 28th, I will have the real thing, which is some ministers will be asking me questions to see if I can answer them appropriately, as a minister would answer them. And so we had a practice, and the first question that was asked of me was, what called you to the ministry? Before I could think, the word love came out of my mouth. Now, I know that that was Spirit speaking, because my mortal mind would have said something about serving or whatever. No, love, period, boom, love. And I know that that is true for me. I know that in the center of my being, in my core. You know, the vibration of love is as reliable as the law of gravity. And I've shared this story before, and if you've heard it, I apologize for repeating it, but I got to tell you this story. So years ago, I was in the car with my husband. We were driving along the beautiful Pacific Ocean, and he was complaining about his job, and complaining, and and this guy and that guy, and I was sitting over there in the passenger seat thinking, dude, the ocean, like, what's the matter with you, right? But I stopped, and what I did was I brought my mind to my heart, and I focused on my heart, and I saw this light in my heart, and I filled my body with that. And then I let that expand from my body, and I filled the inside of the car with this vibration of love. He stopped talking, and he looked at me, and he said, have I told you I love you lately? Now that happened, so I know the power of the vibration of love. This past week or so, we went up to Oregon for a graduation of our granddaughter, and I had asked the soul support team to pray for peaceful interactions between people, because I knew there were a few people that might have a little issues with each other. And sure enough, my son-in-law's parents, who are divorced, have a hard time being in the same room together, especially his dad. And in past gatherings, the dad would be in the garage and the mom would be in the house, and it was almost like two parties going on at the same time. And I didn't speak their names to the soul support team. All I did was just ask for loving, peaceful relationships. Well, when I walked into the room where these two were, they were sitting at a table, And they had their phones out, and they were showing each other pictures of things and reminiscing. Remember this guy used to live on our street? I couldn't, well, of course I could believe it. I knew what was going on, but the whole family could not believe it. The family could not believe, like, what came over these people? They were just coexisting so beautifully. That is the power. That's the power. So, I know that right now, many people are frightened, angry, and anxious because of what's happening in our country. And they want so badly to do something, because they feel like if they don't do something, then maybe they're complicit. Maybe they're accepting it or agreeing with it. But for some, their idea of doing something is fighting fire with fire, expressing anger, hate, and contempt for those that they oppose. And all this is doing is strengthening the very things that they don't want. Shaman Durek talks about the idea of fighting cancer. We talked about this last week with Reverend Elizabeth. And what he says is that when you say you are fighting cancer, the universe says, oh, she needs cancer, so she has something to fight, right? So speaking into the universe what you don't want and what you hate and what you can't handle or stand is just generating more of that. So, do you get that? Like when you're fighting something, Spirit will give you more of that. And when you affirm that our country is going to hell in a handbasket, you're going to get more hell. We got to stop doing that. Shaman Durek calls this time the blackout. He says, I believe, and what he is saying in his book, that the blackout has an agenda. You can think about it as I think of it as like a corporate culture that wants us to stay stuck, wants us to stay mad, wants us to stay separate, because when we are in anguish, we consume. We buy things, we do, like we make them rich because we need something to take away the pain. And when we are feeling oneness, well, the blackout doesn't like that because we feel like all our needs are met. It makes total sense to me. So, when we're focused on everything that's wrong, we have no time to think for ourselves. I wanted to share with you, long ago, I was the store manager of a Marshall store. You know what those stores are? It's like a discount store. And so I had this little group of grown-ups that worked the day shift, and I had a ton of teens and young people who worked all the nights and the weekends. And I would have these employee meetings, and I always tried to do something to blow their minds a little bit. And so one day, I talked to them about, what they say about work? Like, ooh, miserable Monday. And we say, what do we say about Friday? Thank God it's Friday, right? All those things about, work is drudgery. I hate work. So I asked them, is this true for you? Do you hate coming to work? And they all just kind of looked at each other and they were like, not really. I kind of like coming here. And so I said to them, like, think for yourself. Don't take that on. Don't believe what the world tells you about work and how miserable it is. Make your own decision about that. We're programmed to think that we can't be happy or joyful if terrible things are happening somewhere. We're supposed to do something, commiserate with other like-minded people. Can you believe how awful? Bop, bop, bop. This is exactly what the blackout wants us to do, to keep us from our oneness. But there is something you can do. You can dream greater for our country and for our planet. You can pour love on the fires. You can wake up each day and affirm that humanity is awakening to oneness, that people see each other through a lens of love, and it works. Ernest Holmes said, the trouble with the world today is that it is trying to live without God, without hope, without faith. And someone has to begin. Suppose that someone is you and me. Suppose we start right where we are in our little lives, and daily affirm that God is all there is, that good must finally triumph, that faith can produce results, and that love is an all-conquering power. This quote from Ernest Holmes was from a radio show 75 years ago. Okay? So we're not the only ones suffering right now. Not too long ago, I was speaking with my prayer partner, Norma. She's a practitioner here. And she shared with me that she had seen something on the news. It was about children, and it made her feel really sad. And she was asking herself, what can I do? What should I do? Should I write a check? Like, what can I do about this, right? She wanted to take action. Well, Spirit said to her, call your sisters. Call your sisters. Check in with your sisters. Now, can you see the connection there, the relationship? Because I can. When you reach out with love, you set something in motion. You start a vibration. You start an energy, and it goes around the planet. So you really can do something about the things that disturb you or upset you by doing something loving. Oh gosh, the other day I was watching this morning show, and they said, when we come back from the break, we're going to tell you about a high school principal who has made a life-changing, a life-altering contribution to every one of his students. Now, and then they went to commercial. So I thought, oh, okay, he probably paid for their college. Or maybe he got everybody a car. Like, I wonder what this is that this guy did, right? This guy is known as Coach Mutt, and he's the principal of Summit High School in Arlington, Texas. Well, what he did was he sat down and learned about 433 graduating seniors, and he handwrote them a note. Every single student received a note from the principal that spoke of the contribution they made to the school, the triumphs that they achieved for themselves. Whatever they did, he learned about them and he shared that with them. And they interviewed the students, and it rocked their world. It rocked their world. And what they said was, we felt seen. We felt noticed. Somebody noticed us, right? That just blew my mind. Shaman Durek and Ernest Holmes, by the way, say that if we want to manifest something in the future, we need to speak of it in the past tense. I'm grateful for the peaceful, loving way that people are treating each other in this country. Now, your mortal mind will say, but that's not true. People aren't treating each other lovingly. But when you speak your word into that law of mind, you are planting a seed for what you want. And then Shaman says, go out into your world and be that. Treat people with kindness and love. All people, even that one. Even that one. Years ago, my husband sat down with paper and a pen to write a letter to his stepdad, who had been extremely abusive in his life from the time he was 3 years old. This guy was not a good guy to Larry. But Larry sat down and wrote him a letter, and in the letter he said, you know, I don't appreciate the way, some of the things that you did as I was growing up. But what he did say is that, I thank you for teaching me all the things that I know how to do. And the reason this happened was that when his stepdad would say, you'll never fill in the blank, you'll never be able to do this, you'll never be able to do that, the spirit within Larry said, watch me, and teach me, right? So Larry would say to his stepdad, you don't think I can do this? Show me how to do it, and I'll show you how to do it. And so he learned how to do everything. He's MacGyver. He can do plumbing, electrical. He can make a car out of scrap metal. And I mean, that's not a joke. That's for real. So I don't know what that letter did for his stepdad, because we never heard about it, but I do know what it did for Larry. Something shifted within him when he wrote that letter and thanked him for all that he had learned. Something, it like extinguished the pain. He was able to just accept and hold what happened in his childhood in a way that didn't cause him pain, right? So this month, we celebrate and honor the LGBTQ plus community through Pride events. And yesterday was a beautiful Pride event here in Atascadero, it was so peaceful and so beautiful. And you know, it's not an accident that the theme for the Pride in Atascadero was love heals everything. Love heals everything. This is what Spirit is wanting us to know in so many ways. And you know, we're also honoring and celebrating Juneteenth. That's coming up. And this is when in 1865, the last enslaved people in the United States learned that slavery had been abolished 2 years prior. So it was the last freeing of people. Now, how many of you know that June 12th is considered Loving Day? Kristen, of course, our librarian. See, I never heard about it before until now, and so I want to share it with you. So the Loving in Loving Day is actually the last name of Mildred and Richard Loving. And the Loving Day story begins when they were arrested for being married in 1958 because they were an interracial couple and they were living in Virginia. Their case, Loving versus Virginia, reached the U.S. Supreme Court, and their lawyers argued that the laws against interracial marriage came from slavery laws intended to oppress black people and based on white supremacy. Other states had similar laws, and some of those laws applied to people of other races as well. Well, 9 years after their arrest, the Lovings won their case on June 12, 1967, which is why it is called Loving Day. It was more than a victory for their family. It struck down all state laws against interracial marriage in the U.S. Right? It just all kind of comes together, doesn't it? Pride and Juneteenth and Loving Day call us to celebrate oneness, to love one another, and to accept one another no matter what. We are called to dream greater. And when we dream big for our country and our planet, our own lives become richer than we could ever imagine. So I want to do a little love practice with you. So if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, do so. Otherwise, you can just pick a spot on the floor and just gaze at that. And what I'd like you to do is just focus your attention in the center of your body and see right where your heart is. Picture a beautiful white light. It's beautiful, it's brilliant, it's warm. It is the light and love of the divine. And it lives within every single person. And right now, in this moment, we are bringing our attention to that light. And now what I want you to do is expand that light and fill your whole body from the top of your head to your toes. See your entire body lit up with that beautiful white light of love. Now take that light and expand it into this room. Send it into every person in this building. Fill the air of this room with that loving, beautiful light that comes straight from your heart. This entire room is lit with that love. Now take this light and expand it out into this park, the lake, all the homes around the lake. See it just cover this whole area where we are right now. And now shine that light, expand it out to cover this entire state, the state of California, all the way down to the very border with Mexico, and all the way up to the top where we meet with Oregon. Fill this state with that love. Know that every single being is feeling this vibration of love and peace and harmony. And now just send that love across this whole country, all the way to the East Coast. Fill every state in this nation, even the ones that aren't connected to the land. See that love and that light fill every state, every person. Fill Washington, D.C. with love, every building. When people walk through a doorway, they are walking into love. They are walking into an atmosphere of love. And just like Larry, they don't know why. They just know that they feel loving. And now take that love and see the earth surrounded with it. See Mother Earth with this beautiful, beautiful atmosphere of white, loving light covering every square inch of this planet. Just hold that Mother Earth in that beautiful, beautiful light and know that that love, that energy of love is transformational. And it is transforming right in this moment as I speak these words. And now just bring your attention back into your own heart and into this room. So, how does this feel? How are you feeling? I feel something happening in here. I feel the love. It's making the hair on my arms stick up. It's really awesome. It is definitely an energy. So beautiful. So, Shaman Durek says, remember, we don't create change by fighting for it or imposing it or by telling others that they need to get cracking on it. We create change by choosing to be that change and by modeling that change and by inspiring others to follow in our footsteps because we're that lit and because we're having that much fun. Can you see that we're not just plugging our ears and saying, la, 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 I don't want to know what's happening? We're not doing that. We're not conjuring up unicorns and butterflies here. We are facing the darkness, and we are consciously lighting it up with love. See yourself as a superhero, hands on your hips, beaming that love out. This is our superpower. And we all have it. Every person has it. We can do this. So I want to invite the band to come on up and get settled, and I'll share with you the call to action this week and a closing prayer. So every single day, this is the first one, dream greater for our country and our planet. Speak words of affirmation about the good and the love and the oneness that is occurring as you speak those words. Every single day, send love vibrations to everyone and every experience in your life. And number 3, write a letter to someone who you love and appreciate and tell them. Or write a letter to someone who has hurt you and tell them what you gained from the experience. You don't have to mail the letter if you don't want to, but the process will be transformational for sure. All right, so I'd like to end with a closing prayer. So if you want to just take a moment and go within again. in this place where the divine is always active and always warming us from the inside out. And I know and declare that we have started something here. There is an energetic vibration of love that is undeniable, and it is we can count on it. It's just like gravity. We know that it is making a difference. And I know that as we continue to shine this light of love, that it affects people, whether they know it or not. It can't help but have them feel loving. And I know that we take this with us into our lives, into our families, into our workplaces, just into the world. And we just shine that light. It's so easy. It's what we were built for. It's what calls us to our highest good. And so I'm very grateful for this, and I'm grateful for all the loving hearts who are listening to these words and who are committed to shining that light of love, because I know that it changes everything. Love heals everything. And so as I speak my word of power into that beautiful, receptive law, I know that the demonstration is done. And so with gratitude and love, I release this prayer, letting it go, knowing it is so. And together we say, and so it is.
Hello. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So today is Father's Day, and for all the fathers out there, this is dedicated to you, and for all the mothers, and for all the ones that aren't fathers or mothers. And it's a song called Father and Son, and I wrote this years ago when my son was very small. And I used to play basketball with him, and when I finally finished the song, my wife walked in and I said, "What did you think of the song?" She goes, "Never play that again." But I still do. From where he stood, that little guy, the net seemed higher than the sky, and the backboard so incredibly tall. I watched him try to shoot that ball, and the first time that he made it, he was so very proud. He was the star, and I was the crowd. That's how it was, father and son, spending time one-on-one. In wintertime, we'd play out night, there in the full moonlight, playing 'cause we love to play. It was a chance to catch up on each other's day. It was the fake, the drive, and the sudden spin, the impossible shot, and the young boy's grin. That's how it was, father and son, spending time one-on-one. Dribbling and driving, shooting and diving, my how it all speeds by. Once I was tall, once he was small, now suddenly he grown up too soon. And the hoop is much lower than the moon. The boy's now become a man. I miss it, but I understand. And as time goes by, you can bet that rusty rim and a tattered net will be ready and waiting beneath a basketball sky for that someday when my son drops by. That's how it was, father and son, spending time one on one. That's how it was, father and son, spending time one on one.
Wow, that was beautiful. Let's give Jimmy a hand there. That was just beautiful. I think we're going to cry too, Jimmy. Don't ever play that song again. What's that?
He grew up and he's taller than me now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's much closer to the hoop. Yeah. Well, so this is a time for our conscious giving, so I'd like to invite the ushers to come forward. Let's give Jen and Mark some love here for their service today. So grateful for that. And so, yes, so I'd like to invite everyone, if this service has inspired you in any way, like it did me, please consider making a donation to support our vision. So what you can do is, if you've already given, you can just take your hand and put it over your heart. If you have a gift with you, you could take your hand and put it over your heart. There's also a QR code on the back of your program. If you choose that, you can just scan that and it'll take you to PayPal. Also online, you can go to paypal.me/awakeningways, and you can donate there. So let's just take a moment here and bless these gifts. So just repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I know it heals and blesses and prospers. It does great work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
God is my source.
So I just bless these gifts, knowing that they go from here out to our city, out to our county, and out through the world. So I just know that These are given in love and they go out in love. And so it is.
All right, so I'm going to have Joni come over, who is our announcements angel for today. So let's give her some love as she comes up. And while she's making her way here, I forgot to mention that we have Reverend Wayne here, who has been holding the high watch for us in the highest consciousness, so everybody. So I just wanted to acknowledge Reverend Wayne.
Greetings, dazzling devotees of divine discovery. This is Joyful Joni, your rowdy, ribald, and raucous raconteur, ready to regale you with a racy, radiant recap of the rhythms and revelations rocking our resplendent refuge, Awakening Ways. One, marvelous happenings at Awakening Ways. We've got a plethora of powerful programs percolating all month long. Please pick up the purple sheet in your program and peruse it at your leisure. Want to stay even more in the know? Peek at our e-news and visit the side tables for event details. Sign up and step into spirited service or soulful self-care. 2, Wednesday evenings meditations are on pause. Our weekly Wednesday wellness ritual is on summer hiatus. Remove it, please, from your purple program sheet and instead savor some spontaneous serenity on your own, or even start a small circle. 3, get lit with love and light. Ready to reignite your radiant inner spark? Join a 4-week love shop, blending shamanic practices and science of mind principles to light up your life with luminous purpose. It will be led by our own Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue via Zoom. The dates begin on this Tuesday, the 17th, 4 consecutive Tuesdays. In case you don't know, that's the 17th and 24th of June, followed by July 1st and 8th. The time will be 6 to 8 p.m. The investment is $100, and the text is this month's book, Spirit Hacking, which is available on the back table for $20. 4, recycle with reverence. Please place your programs at the end of service in the basket on the info table in the back of the room. I know I'm guilty of leaving it on my chair, so let's keep this place kind and clutter-free, taking everything with you when you leave. And 5, last but not least, heartfelt thanks to our fabulous family of volunteers, from the setup saints to the cleanup crew, from musicians to the ministers. You make the magic happen. We appreciate and applaud you. That concludes our regularly scheduled ruckus. Please return to your radiant, reverent, or ridiculous selves accordingly. And now, one final joke. Because I'm retiring my bunny ears on the equinox this week, I have a one-liner. Okay, what do you call a row of rabbits that are walking backwards? Anybody? A receding hairline. Yay! I'm in residence at the pavilion from here to eternity.
Thank you, Joni. Let's give Joni some love. She took our announcements and made them super fun. So let's invite everybody to circle up, and we'll do our benediction in response. Yeah, let's include the band, please. All right. Yeah, let's open up to the band, Frank. That's great. Beautiful. Look at all these great faces. Okay, so won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that we ever need do is turn within. It is here we will find we are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. So joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. So please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my relationships. Life is everywhere. I think it. I feel it. I believe it. I express it. I accept it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. All right.
May I be filled